I think the Naval Academy exposes midshipmen to the Marine Corps most directly through just personal example with the Marines on the yard, getting us out there, whether they're in the classroom teaching, or they're in leadership hall or loose hall teaching leadership, or they're out any of the ECAs as representatives, company officers, SCLs. So just the presence that's out there all the time, I think is the number one way that we actually reach out to midshipmen.
What I try to share with the midshipmen here all the time is what a joy it is to lead Marines, and what a challenge. And how you don't have much time to prepare. I mean, I'm the 4th class training officer, so I address the 4th class at the beginning of the academic year, and then again halfway through as a class. And just saying, how quickly this is happening, and before you know it, it's going to be your responsibility to stand in front of Marines or sailors, and what a great honor that is.
I actually wish I had something similar to this, to what they experience here at the Naval Academy. Again, just the day-to-day activity, really learning what it is to be a Marine, to be a leader. I'm very impressed with a lot of midshipmen here that I see so far, and I'm thinking, when I sit down and speak to them, initially I'm thinking, wow, this kid's going to be a great Marine. I wish I had that, and that's something that might be missing from some of the other sources, just not having the amount of time observing and being observed by Marines really does make a difference.
The midshipmen that go, that want to select the Marine Corps, one of the assets they bring is they understand how physically demanding it is to be a Marine, and they train for that. I think they're in great physical condition, as well as I think midshipmen think out of the box a little bit. At OCS and the other commissioner programs, I mean, they do a thing one way. I think midshipmen can think out of the box, and I think it benefits them.
Every Marine on the yard probably has a similar story, but I think going out and challenging the midshipmen, the Marine training on the yard is designed to challenge midshipmen and see what they're going to do in the face of success, failure, adversity. You're hungry, you're tired, you're cold, you're wet. What are you going to do in that instance? So. Just to give a simple example, Marines need to be in shape. So we take them out, and one of the things they need to do is to be able to climb a rope, let's say. So you take them out and you do it, and some are going to succeed and some are going to fail. And the real thing that we're looking at is, what are you going to do with that success or failure? Because failure in and of itself is not necessarily a bad thing if you fix whatever that failure was. So I couldn't get up the rope, but I start working at it, and now I can fly up the rope because I put in that effort and work to do it. That tells a lot about the character of the individual in that case. Or, I made it up the rope, and because I was successful, I'm just going to kind of rest on that. And then, when we go do it a couple months later, now you're struggling to get up the rope, or you can't get up the rope. So I think the way you respond to success and failure is an important sort of litmus test when dealing with not just midshipmen, but I think people in general. And I go back to the thing I always tell the midshipmen is that if you're not failing on occasion, then you're probably not challenging yourself enough. So failure is okay. It's how you respond to it that really matters.